Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to answer the question, what's more important, progression or soreness? This video is kind of aimed at folks that are no longer getting as sore as they were before. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, check out the link down below to coaching. I would love to help. All right. So I had a client this morning talk about soreness, and he said he's no longer as sore as he was previously. So I thought this would make a good topic for a video. Soreness versus progression. Which is more important? Now, let's talk about soreness a little bit because that's really the focus of this video. Soreness is something that when you first get into working a movement, you're going to be more sore. It doesn't really matter. The body responds very uniquely to specific movements. So you can do one type of chest press and you could do it for 6 months, and then you could introduce a new variable and it would hit the body in a different way and possibly introduce soreness or more soreness. So similarly, you can go out and train for 5 years doing leg press and squats and train really hard on your legs. And then you could go out one day and walk up a hill, do hill repeats, and you find you're going to be sore. The body responds the response is very specific to the type of movement, which indicates basically that there's a lot of benefit to doing more of a good variety of exercises for each body part. But that aside, soreness over time will tend to, there's a couple things we need to know. Soreness over time will tend to improve. I still get sore after 37 years when I train properly, but it's just a little bit. It's just kind of a little hint. If I really wanted to crush my body and do ridiculous, if like soreness was the point, I could come into the gym and introduce all new kinds of exercises and a much greater volume. I could make myself really sore. But soreness is not really the point. It's more of a byproduct of just training properly. And it's nothing you have to chase. It's nothing you should worry about. More than that, here's an important point as well. Soreness will vary for a couple reasons. Some muscles you're going to notice you get sore all the time. Some muscles you're going to notice you never get sore. And you're training them with an equal degree of intensity, right? So that's nothing to worry about. Basically, each muscle has a different fascia connective tissue makeup. And while this really hasn't been, explored to a great degree scientifically, the fascia and the connective tissue have 9 times more sensory neurons. So some of the soreness, it's my speculation, some of the soreness you feel is the connective tissue and the fascia, the pain from that being stressed. Now, with that said, basically, on a basic level, each muscle group is obviously different with a different makeup, a different connective tissue and fascia makeup. And because each muscle group is unique, some muscle groups you're always going to feel sore, some you rarely ever feel sore. Like, I never feel sore on my shoulders, maybe twice in 37 years, but my shoulders are one of my better body parts. When I squat, I tend to feel soreness more in my hams, but my quads are one of my better body parts. So what can happen is you can squat hard, you can progress, and you might not feel it in your quads. You might only feel it in your hamstrings. That doesn't mean you're not working your quads. That might mean that your hamstrings are weak relative to your quads. So don't get caught up in chasing soreness. There's several reasons why soreness isn't something you should overly focus upon. A minimum level of soreness in the normal muscle groups that get sore is a good thing. Chest and maybe legs and, so on and so forth, arms. My biceps rarely ever get sore. Maybe after a good workout, I can kind of feel them if I squeeze them a little bit. My triceps almost always get sore. I can get some soreness in my lats and back but it's harder to notice, et cetera, et cetera. So don't worry about soreness. It can be very muscle specific. It can be tied into which muscles in a compound movement are weaker or stronger. And over time, it can improve, and you'll feel less and less soreness as you acclimate to hard training. Now, which is more important, progression or soreness? Well, the reason why I asked this question is because the client was noticed a difference in soreness from previous workouts and mentioned that he needs to train harder. In the long term, when we're looking at training 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, upwards of 10 years, you got to focus on safe, steady progression. I'm not telling you not to train hard. What I'm telling you is on those sets where you're supposed to train hard, you train hard. You get as much out of them, but there's nothing extra you need to do. You need to focus on progressive overload over time, trust the process, work the sets hard, work the sets safe so you can stay injury-free and continue to hit it over and over again in the gym. You don't want to take time away from the gym. So for those of you guys that are worried about soreness, I don't want you to worry about soreness. I want you to worry about maximizing your sets. I want you to worry about practicing safe sets, but attacking those sets for progress, getting a lot stronger over time, etc. Because if you're taking a fair share of your sets close to the limit, not to failure, but for as many safe and quality reps as possible, then you can be assured that you're going to build muscle. You're going to do it safely, and whatever soreness comes doesn't really matter. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.